Hey guys, Techman here with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to do a quick size comparison of the iPhone 13 lineup here. We have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the iPhone 13 Pro, the iPhone 13, and then the iPhone 13 mini here. As you can see here, we have them lined up here, and we're going to talk about some of the neat features between these phones. But you'll notice here, of course, the biggest here, we have that 6.5-inch display on our Pro Max, and then the regular Pro we have a 6.1 inch, and then same thing with the regular 13 here, you have a 6.1 inch, and finally the mini, which has a 5.4 inch display here. All of these display here, as you can see here, these two in the middle are about the same, and then you have the bigger one 6.7 and then 5.4 inch. So that's how they compare. So if you compare the mini, if you compare the Pro and the Pro Max here, that's how they look in your size. So I have a smaller to medium size hand, so it fits like a little bit big on my hand. The Pro here sits a little bit better, but as you can see here, if you look at side by side, that's what it looks like in terms of comparison. And then from the back here, we have the graphite color and the Sierra blue. That's how it's gonna look like. You got that the 3 triple camera, and then the neat feature about the Pro models, they start at $999 for the 13 here, and then the 13 Pro Max here starts at $1099 for the base 128 gig. That's sort of the comparison. And they also have the Pro Motion 120 hertz refresh rate, which isn't available on the other two models here. That's why these are the premium finishes. So that's how the Pros compare. Now if you compare that with the regular 13 here, you'll notice here they're the same size body phone, but then if we look in the back here, you'll notice here 12 megapixel versus 3 is probably the biggest difference between this, and then the price point. The regular 13 here, you're paying $799 for the 128 gig versus $999, so almost $200 or more for an upgraded camera, and that Pro Motion that comes with it, of course, the premium finish between these two devices. But they're the same size phone in terms of the size and the build here. And let's finally look at our last two comparison, which is going to be the actual 13 regular 13, which is $799 versus the $699 5.4 inch display here. Holding it side by side, the small mini is similar to the iPhone 7, 8 if you guys have used those, not the Max but the regular size one. That's how it feels, but of course because it's an all screen display, it's much bigger. So that's how the size comparison looks here. Again, very lightweight. This is probably the lightest device we've seen in a very long time from that's where you're looking at. So that's the size comparison, holding it side by side. And on the back here, very similar build. You got the diagonal 12 megapixel camera. You can see product red and the pink, which is a special color on the 13 mini here. That's how the size comparison looks in your hand. Now let's compare this one, the mini and the Pro Max, just to show you the difference between the sizes here. So you can see here, the Pro Max just looks huge compared to the mini, and that's the case because you have a 6.7 inch versus 5.4 inch display here. And then from the front here, that's how you're going to be looking at. Again, you notice here, again, much heavier phone. If you have a bigger hand, probably the Pro Max sits well. If you have a smaller phone or just simply hold a lightweight device, this is where the mini comes in play. Of course, you don't have Pro Motion or cinematic mode, but again, you're paying $599 versus $1099, almost $500 difference between the device for the base model. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick review of the size comparison between the 13 lineup here. Want to know if you guys have one of these devices, which one you have, or if you're using one of the device, what's your experience been like, or simply which one would you choose if you were to choose between these models. So leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.